Hello everybody, it's Bubba Rob. How's it going? Right? The 2 thumbs up. It's a thing of beauty. I'm in the dump truck. Wow, what an amazing day. I'm just so lucky to be here. And I hope actually my phone's a little crooked, so I don't know if I should lean to the phone or just edit it straight. Anyways, I got a topic of today. Sometimes you're better off just to say nothing. You say, what, Bubba Rob? Oh, God. What do you mean by that? Well, first of all, I got to say thank you to Genuine for the lovely little YouTube short clip that you sent with the music. That person playing that little rinky-dink kitty thing. I couldn't stop laughing for about 5 minutes. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I was not expecting it. I'm telling you. That's good. I love it. I love that stuff. You know, I hope more people sent me stuff like that. I'd laugh a little more. I mean, geez. Anyways, getting to the topic of the day. Sometimes you're best off to say nothing. Now, the one thing I do, and this is very stoic, I like to listen, and because if I'm not listening, I can't really understand the point that a person's trying to put across, because when somebody's talking, it's something that is very important to them. So, you know, we should be attentive. And so there's the first thing, you know, you just best to say nothing, right? Don't interject yourself when somebody's telling their story if you can help it, right? You know, if somebody's asking your opinion, you can give it, but you try and be kind with your response. Unless they've been telling the same flipping story for 2 hours and you've had enough, right? But anyways, that's a different story. But anyways, what I've run into this week, I would say probably at least 5 or 6 different people. They keep telling the same story, and they're really allowing their trauma affect their decisions in life and moving forward. Now, I've done this, and you know, I just really would like people not allow their past to define their future. Like we are shaped by things what happen. We react because of it. We can't help it. We can improve things by you know, different practices we put in our life to change how we behave. One of the things I've done is, from a fellow I worked for years and years ago, he's probably not still around, but he had his own little old trucking company, and he kept telling me, he says, Robbie, he says, don't buy anything until you've had 3 sleeps. And you know, I got that advice, I would say at least 20 years ago, and it's always stuck with me. Have I always done it? No. Every time I haven't done it, it's actually blown up in my face. But why does that mean say nothing? Well, because it's all about patience. And when I've been listening to people I know this week, because I care about them and I care about how they do, but they're not getting the whole mindfulness part and being present, because they're not letting go. there's many things that have happened to me in my past. If I continue to dwell on them, it just makes me ill. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything just goes to shit. Now, some days are better than others, and some days I have to remind myself, right? And when I see someone struggling or making decisions where they allow that to affect things, I really don't know as if it's my place personally to tell them they shouldn't do it, but in my own way, to let them know that I care, and I don't want them to make decisions that are uncomfortable, but I don't want them to be defined by things from the past. We all have the ability to grow. We don't have to stay stuck there no matter where you're at. I know there's a tremendous amount of fear because we, and I guess maybe it's a confidence thing or something like that, but there's always a fear when you take a leap of faith, when you're trusting someone new, about, say, if you're having a relationship or you're starting a relationship. It could be a business relationship, it could be a personal relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a perspective like dating or whatever, but there's always going to be a leap of faith. And the one rule I had ever since I was in my teens, it came to me that no matter what, if I was fine before I entered into a relationship and things ended, I would always be fine after. Right? It might take a bit of time, but you're still the same person, right? And actually, you've grown because you've gone through something that was a negative. You survived it. You come out the other end, and you've become wiser. I mean, that's extremely important. We need to recognize that within ourselves, right? I don't know. I see it all the time. I was having a coffee this morning, and I believe the young lady might. I know she watches my channel. She came to me asking me for some advice about work and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, the key to anything is patience. I said, make sure you have those 3 sleeps. I said, say nothing. Right? Make the right decision. Because whatever you make, right, it may affect things down the road. Sometimes we do things we don't like to earn money. Sometimes we have to do it, right? You got to put food on the table. You might have others to take care of. I was stuck out on that boat many a times, doing jobs I did not like, busting my ass, dealing with things that I was not comfortable with because I knew I had a wife and 2 kids at home at the time that needed to be fed, right? It's just the way it is, But anyways, I hope that helps today. It helps somebody. And, I love you all, and I want you guys to take care of yourself out there. Remember, the most important thing is to be kind to yourself, right? Right? If you're not kind to yourself first, you can't be kind to others. And have a smile, right? Be happy, okay? Okay? Okay. Okay then. That's it for my chat today. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope you all have a better day. Bye-bye.